Seahawks GM John Schneider signs massive extension through 2030. What's next for Seattle? The Seattle Seahawks just made a decision that could define their franchise for the next decade, and not everyone might agree with it. General Manager John Schneider, the architect of Seattle's football strategy since 2010, has signed a 4-year extension, locking him in through the 2030 NFL Draft. This monumental deal ensures Schneider will oversee his 20th draft with the team, a staggering tenure in the fast-paced world of professional sports. But here's where it gets controversial. Schneider now holds unprecedented control. After the 2023 firing of legendary coach Pete Carroll, Schneider not only retained his GM role, but gained the title of President of Football Operations, giving him ultimate authority over all team decisions. This offseason, Schneider made bold moves that divided fans, hiring 36-year-old defensive whiz Mike Macdonald as head coach, trading away stars like Geno Smith and DK Metcalf, and betting on Sam Darnold as the new starting quarterback. Critics argue these moves risk destabilizing the team, while supporters see a visionary rebuilding for sustained success. And this is the part most people miss. Schneider's extension isn't just a reward, it's a statement. The Seahawks are gambling that his long-term vision, think 5 to 7 years, not next season, will return them to Super Bowl contention. But here's the burning question. Is Schneider's track record strong enough to justify this level of trust? While he helped build Seattle's 2013 Super Bowl winning roster, recent seasons have seen mixed results. Some fans wonder, does loyalty to a long-time executive outweigh the need for fresh perspectives? Love it or hate it, this contract signals one thing: the Seahawks are all in on Schneider's blueprint. What's your take? Should a GM have this much unchecked power? Or does Seattle risk becoming too reliant on a single strategist? Sound off in the comments. We're keeping the debate alive. John Schneider's contract extension, what it means for the Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks just locked down their architect of success for nearly a decade. But this contract reveal isn't as straightforward as it appears. But here's where it gets controversial. While initial reports claimed General Manager John Schneider's extension ran through 2030, the team later clarified it actually extends through 2031. This subtle yet significant detail raises eyebrows. Why the discrepancy? And what does this extra year signal about Seattle's long-term vision? Team owner Jody Allen didn't hold back praise, declaring, "Extending John Schneider's contract cements his legacy of 15-plus years shaping this franchise." His partnership with new head coach Mike Macdonald isn't just about playbooks. It's about building a culture that wins championships and impacts our community. Here's what most fans miss. Schneider isn't just retaining his GM role. After Pete Carroll's 2024 departure, Schneider gained unprecedented authority as President of Football Operations, effectively becoming the franchise's ultimate decision-maker. Now, the burning question: is an 8-year commitment to a single executive a masterstroke or a gamble? While Schneider's track record, playoff consistency, a Super Bowl ring, justifies confidence, critics might argue NFL dynasties rarely last a decade. Allen's statement hints at stability, but could this long leash limit flexibility in a rapidly evolving league? We want your take. Does locking down Schneider through 2031 position Seattle for sustained dominance, or does it risk complacency in an era of constant change? Sound off below. And if you think contract lengths for executives matter more than fans realize, share this analysis. Seahawks GM John Schneider signs contract extension through 2031. Imagine a sports franchise making a bold decision that could shape its future for years to come. That's exactly what the Seattle Seahawks have done. By extending General Manager John Schneider's contract until 2031, this move underscores the team's confidence in Schneider's leadership and strategic vision, which has been instrumental in shaping the Seahawks into a perennial contender. On Wednesday, the Seahawks officially announced the extension, a move that reflects the organization's commitment to continuity and stability. Jody Allen, the chair of the Seahawks, praised Schneider's contributions, stating, "The extension of General Manager John Schneider's contract is a testament to his 15-plus years of football leadership and success. I'm confident that John will continue to deliver real results and a continued strong partnership with head coach Mike Macdonald that is already contributing to our winning culture on and off the field." However, the upcoming season promises to be a critical test of Schneider's decision-making. The GM made several high-stakes moves during the offseason, including a surprising trade of veteran quarterback Geno Smith to the Raiders and the signing of former top prospect Sam Darnold to a lucrative 3-year, $100 million contract. These moves were designed to rejuvenate the Seahawks' offense and align with Coach Macdonald's vision. But they also come with significant risks. But here's where it gets controversial. Some critics argue that trading a proven commodity like Smith for a player with a checkered past like Darnold is a gamble that could backfire. However, Schneider has built a safety net into the deal. Darnold's contract allows the Seahawks to cut ties after just 1 year with minimal financial repercussions. If the team decides to part ways with Darnold after June 1, 2026, they would save a substantial $27.5 million against the salary cap, effectively turning 2025 into a pivotal year for both Darnold and the Seahawks' offensive strategy. To understand why Schneider has the leeway to make such bold moves, it's important to look at his track record. Since joining the Seahawks in 2010, Schneider has been a driving force behind the team's transformation from a struggling franchise to a Super Bowl champion. His aggressive approach to building the roster paid off with back-to-back Super Bowl appearances in 2013 and 2014, culminating in a decisive victory over the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl XLV8. Schneider's success can be attributed to a series of shrewd acquisitions, including the legendary Legion of Boom defense, featuring all-pro cornerback Richard Sherman and safeties Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor. He also orchestrated the trade that brought star running back Marshawn Lynch to Seattle, famous for his earth-shattering touchdown run known as the Beastquake. Perhaps his most significant coup was drafting Russell Wilson in the 3rd round of the 2012 draft. Wilson, a future 10-time Pro Bowler, became the face of the Seahawks offense and a cornerstone of the team's success. As the salary cap era forced teams to constantly adapt, Schneider demonstrated his ability to evolve. He made the difficult decision to trade Wilson to the Denver Broncos in exchange for valuable draft picks, ensuring the Seahawks remained competitive. Under coach Pete Carroll, the team found success with Geno Smith, who led the Seahawks to the playoffs in 2022. However, the team missed the postseason in 2023 and 2024. With the new coaching staff in place, Schneider's latest quarterback gamble is a clear indication that the Seahawks are committed to returning to the playoffs. If Darnold fails to live up to expectations, the team's long-term future remains secure thanks to the flexible nature of his contract. This strategic move ensures that Schneider's job is not on the line, even if the immediate results are not as hoped for. What do you think about Schneider's bold moves? Is he setting the Seahawks up for success, or is this a risky strategy that could backfire? Share your thoughts in the comments below.